Okay, continuing. On the left side, we need to distribute the 45s to both of these fractions. I'm actually going to skip a step here because it is very important for students to understand fractions so well that they don't need to see this step. I will go back and provide it, but it's my hope that it won't be needed. So the 45s needs to get multiplied by this 1/5. It will also be multiplied by this 1 over s. So the 45s is going to be used in two different ways. So first of all, the 45s is going to get multiplied by this 1/5. The 45 up top is going to cancel with the 5 down below to make 9 over 1. So we have 9s. That's going to give us 9s for that first distribution. Then we get to our second distribution, and the s up top is going to cancel the s down below, leaving us just 45 times 1. So that's going to be 45. And since this is distributive, the sign in between goes in between. Okay, now I'm going to go back and pick up the step that I skipped on the off chance that that was difficult for students to understand. So when the 45 gets distributed, when the 45s gets distributed to the 1/5, the way we think about this is the 45s is also going to be distributed to the 1 over s. Okay, both of these 45s's can be written as over 1. And then the 45 divided by the 5 becomes 9 over 1. The s cancels with the s to become a 1 over 1. And then we multiply. So in the top here, 9 times s times 1 makes 9s. In the bottom, 1 times 1 makes 1. And anything divided by 1 is itself, so therefore the result is simply 9s. Over here, the top, 45 times 1 makes 45. The bottom, 1 times 1 makes 1, and anything divided by 1 is itself, so we just get subtract 45. All right, it's really important to not confuse s's with 5s, so I tried to make my s's fancy. Okay, now we're going to solve this equation. So we're going to add 45 on both sides, and we're going to subtract 5s on both sides. Then the resulting equation is 4s equals 45. 4s equals 45. Divide by 4 on both sides. We get s equals 45 fourths. If you wanted to, you could write this as an equivalent decimal, which would be 11.25. And this is telling me s, which is the distance from the lens to the film. And all of our distances in this problem were measured in centimeters. So this would be 11.25 centimeters.